Imagine in your mind the most physically perfect man of all time. Maybe you're imagining Chris, or Idris, or Simu, or Jason, or maybe they're all on your celebrity block list and you're all in for Hozier, baby. You have a poet's soul. Well, I've got news for you. None of those assholes can hold a candle to the male magnificence of a Chamoru man named Masala.
Fucked up fairy tales with Liz.
Ding! I don't know about you, but I am so accustomed to reading about female jealousy in fairy tales that I was sort of shocked when I came across a folk legend that featured jealousy between a father and a son. I mean, obviously that's not healthy either, but what can I say? I crave the family dysfunction. Today I'm sharing a legend from Guam in honor of the PI of Asian Pacific Islander Month. I read it in this book sent to me by follower Marissa. Thank you so much. I am way overdue with a story from this book for you. And it's called Chamoru Legends, a gathering of stories, collected and retold by Teresita Lourdes Perez. I'm retelling her version of The Boy Who Escaped to Rota, or what I would subtitle The Strongest Son of All. Masala was a giant. He was so big and so bulgy and so beautiful. But luckily, he used his power for good as a protector of the land and its people. Because of this, he was adored by the Chamorro people he protected, and because of that, he let it go to his head. Now, the time came that Masala had a son, and as soon as that boy shot out of his mama, it was clear he was going to take after his dad. I am telling you, that baby was swole as fuck. Seriously, he was a weirdly muscular infant. Initially, this made Masala very proud. He'd hold his kiddo up on one finger and cry, "Check out my ripped baby!" And the people were impressed. They said to each other, "Boy, this kiddo might even surpass his father as protector of this island." And that's when Masala began to see his son's power as a threat to his own. Luckily, Masala's son was shielded from his father's jealousy, mostly because the raising of children went to the womenfolk of the community, so he was a happy, healthy kiddo. Before the age of 5, he had caught up to his father's strength and then some. Not only was he super strong, but he was speedy and nimble. One day, the young boy was out hunting for crabs, and his father Masala was watching him chase around the skittery creatures. As nimble as the kid was, the crabs were much quicker. He had almost reached one, but then it escaped his fingers and skittered right down the hole under a coconut tree. Frustrated, the kid grabbed the trunk of the coconut tree with his 2 hands and uprooted it from the ground, tossing it aside like it was nothing more than a pool noodle. And this show of strength was too much for Masala to bear. He vowed then and there that he needed to eliminate his son immediately. Masala called out his name, reaching for the boy. Poor kid, seeing the good in everyone, saw his dad with his arms outstretched and thought he was coming in for a hug. But thank the Lord he was as perceptive as he was strong, because he saw the hate in his father's eyes. And at the last minute, he turned tail and he ran. He ran all the way to the northern tip of the island and jumped onto a rock. There was nothing but water in front of him and a very distant island. But Masala was in hot pursuit. So the boy sprang off the rock and jumped 40 miles across the ocean to the neighboring island of Luda. The kid sprung off Guam with such impact that his footprint can still be seen there today. It's known as Punton Patgon, sorry for butchering that, or Child's Point, and a neighboring print can be seen where he landed on the island of Luta. From that moment on, the boy disappeared, but some believe he may be the very same folk hero of that region, a man named Taga. Thank you so much again to Marissa for this lovely collection, which is written both in English and in Chamoru. Do a few quick things for me before you go. Save the date for my live show in Providence, Fucked Up Fairy Tales Live, Tuesday, May 28th, 7 p.m., Providence, Rhode Island. Tippity-tappity all of the buttons. Leave me a comment. Let me know what kind of slogan would go on the onesie of such a swole baby. I'll see you for the next Fucked Up Fairy Tale.